Goodness, Snoopy, you're loud. Eater. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How's everybody doing this morning? How is everybody doing this morning? I hope good. Hey, Hummingbird. Hey, Carol. You know, I got off my live last night and I realized that I forgot to show you guys something. So I'm going to wait a few minutes, just a few minutes, and show you guys. Hold on a second here. I'm trying to build my son a Stanley Cup. It was actually his idea, but it was pretty genius. I'll show you guys in a minute here. Stanley Cup. Let me look at the Stanley Cup real quick. Yeah. Oh, shit. I need a bigger thing. All right. We'll have to figure that out. How is everybody today? How is everybody doing? Hopefully having a great morning. It's a beautiful morning. Actually is very nice out today. Very beautiful. Can I use that thing? Nope. Anyway. So yeah, I got off live last night and I was like, shit, that's right. There was something else I wanted to show you guys and I forgot to bring it up, but I found it last night and I got to show you guys this because I think you guys will enjoy this. Okay. So remember I was telling you guys that back when I got this stupid tongue thing in the mail? I know I'm sick of hearing about it too, guys. I am, but I promise you guys, we'll move on from this in life. Anyway. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Hold on 1 second there. 1 second. I have it up here. I'll just do a little screen share. Good morning, Dawn Marie, Hummingbird, Tiffany Marie. We got a lot of people with the middle name Marie around here, right? My middle name's Kara. My mom wanted a name. My mom kind of weirdest thing. So she didn't like her name Carol. So she named me Kara. So basically my middle name's nobody. Not named after anybody. So hello, good morning, Red Dragon, Scottish Thistle, Hummingbird, Sharon, Narnie, Jules, Zero Filter Jules, that is. Who else we got here? Let's go through Sonia, Peekaboo. So anyway, all right. I told you guys, crappy Massachusetts. You guys are probably getting what we had yesterday, the rain, maybe, if it's raining there. I don't know if it's raining there. So check this shit out. So I told you guys, I believe, I told you guys this story, right? When basically what happened was when I was sent this bullshit, this stupid tongue thing, right? I told you guys that at the same time, somebody had mentioned sending me something in the mail, apparently. So apparently I was sent a cease and desist by somebody named Kiki. I never got that, so I don't know if she had the wrong address or what, but I do have a screenshot. Somebody was kind enough to provide me with one. So when I made that comment about her little thing there, I would give $50. I was joking because I already had this for quite a while, to be honest with you. But I thought this was at an appropriate time to show you guys this. So here we go. So this was posted apparently in her Patreon, and she Now here's the thing. How the fuck was I harassing Kiki? I just want to know this. So I never received this. I don't know why that is, but whatever. Doesn't matter, does it? So it says up here, it has her name. She, blurred it all out. Okay. Looks like she probably typed this up on her own because I don't know any cease and desist that's this short. What's so bizarre about it, we'll read it here, what we can read. So this was sent June 12th, supposedly. So June 12th. Here it is, almost September. Well, it's August. Yo, Snoop, get out of the water. You're not supposed to drink water after you eat. Here we are, almost like shit. 2 months later, and more than 2 months later, I haven't gotten shit in the mail except a rubber tongue. Now, I'm not saying it was her, but I'm saying it's fucking strange. So she writes, Dear Leanna, she crosses my name out. I am writing you this letter to document a period of harassment I received from you starting February 19th, 2020. I'm not really sure what the fuck she thinks happened that day, but okay. Like, did you just pull that day out your ass? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened on February 19th, 2020, but okay, girl. Okay. So it says, such conduct has caused me to suffer severe humiliation, embarrassment, emotional distress, and physical discomfort. What? What? Harassment, girl. Who the fuck was bothering you? Please tell me, because I'm lost on this one. You got me on this one. You really got me on this one, because I don't know who the fuck even gives a shit about you. This is insanity. Okay, girl, it's insanity. You need to get your fucking head examined with this shit. Okay. And then for some reason, this whole entire middle paragraph is blocked out with these ridiculous, I don't know, pixels. And then it says, now here's really funny, right? This is really funny. Okay. I demand that you cease and desist from this activity as soon as possible and in any event within 0 days from your receipt of this letter. 0 days? Within 0 days? What the fuck does that mean? So Kiki forgot to fill the rest of that out there, girl. You forgot to change that. Fucking idiot. If action, excuse me, if action is not taken by you to cease and desist within the given time frame of 0 days, I will have no choice but to take appropriate legal action against you. Sure you don't. This is fucking unfucking believable. Okay? Okay, Kiki. So I never got this, thank God, because I would have fucking crumpled it up and I don't know, maybe used it as scrap paper for my son. Because, like, who the fuck was harassing this woman? Who was harassing her? And please tell me what happened on February 19th that I did to you, because I don't even remember mentioning you, like, pretty much ever, unless you talked about me. But you are fucking crazy, and you need to seek some serious fucking help, okay? Serious fucking help with this bullshit. The fuck are you kidding, girl, with this shit? So, I don't know if this was made to, it's just kind of weird, May 26th, right? I received this tongue in the mail. And then fucking like a couple of weeks later, she posts this, that she sent this to me, supposedly, allegedly, right? Was this just like created to cover that up? I mean, because this is really fucking bizarre. And if you wasted money on this, it's even more pathetic. But I don't think you did, because I don't think any attorney in his right mind would write 0 days from your receipt of this letter. 0 days. Really? Girl, I've dealt with tons of legal stuff in the last few years of my life, and I know for fucking shit sure. Now, my attorney, I have to say, he did make a lot of fucking errors in his writing sometimes, and it used to really get me aggravated. But it's because it wasn't him writing it. It was his secretary, and I think she was, almost like 80 something years old and probably couldn't see very good and read her own dictation handwriting. But that's besides the point. But they don't write shit like this. They don't put 0 days. Within 0 days from your receipt of this letter. I mean, this is fucking absurd. Absurd. So, I felt like people needed to see this because it's hilarious. Fucking hilarious. It took her since February to figure out how to get her signature on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, God, good Lord. And then she even put a fake attorney's signature there, which is even more entertaining. Who was that guy whose signature was being fucking... And if you guys could see in the screenshot here, let me just go a little down here. It says something processed, and then it says, next, Tiffany Marie. So I guess Tiffany was next on the fake cease and desist letter list. Now, this is what fucking gets me here, okay? This is what fucking gets me here. There's people sitting in her fucking Patreon, right? And nobody questions this. Nobody fucking questions this. Nobody's like, oh, whatever happened with that? Or did Makeup Mobster get her cease and desist? No, nobody questions it. This is... And it's almost at that point where you really have to start feeling sorry for anybody who's paying this liar money. Like, you're just like, oh, God, that's embarrassing. You're paying this person? Oh, that sucks to be you. Sucks to fucking be you. She's a fucking liar, okay? She never sent me this shit. I never got it. And don't do yourself a favor. Don't send me anything like this. Because if you do, I'm just going to laugh at you again. This is absurd. Nobody was harassing you. Oh, my God. And how'd you get my address? Thought you were not into looking people up, right? Yeah. Right. Anyway. Well, by the looks of it here, I see this little, I guess that's my address. And no, that my zip code doesn't end in a 7. So maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know as to why I didn't get this, but this is bullshit right here, folks. This right the fuck here. This is bullshit. Okay. Someone did an awful lot of shit talking at the beginning. Sure had a big problem with that. Corey, funny you should be here. This morning, let me show you guys this too. Come inside or shut up. One or the other. Ooh, you told me what's up. Funny you should say, you should be here. Let me show you guys something else. Where did I just put my phone? So this morning, I, as I do often, went on YouTube and I'm like, whatever, looking through, and this Wendy V video pops up, and I found this interesting. Hold on a second. Because I remember being like criticized for the same thing. So I'm listening to it, and it's Corey, and Corey's talking about, come on, Snoop, come inside. Corey's talking about Truthfully Trisha, and she's talking about what they did to her. And she makes some really good points. She's talking about how they harassed her, how she's mentally ill, et cetera, et cetera. Stop. Get out of the water. So I was like, damn. Now I thought this was a recent video. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, Corey's fucking nails it again. You know, she's talking about that whole thing about how they harassed the shit out of her. You don't get it because it was never filed nor sent. She typed it up and posted it in a Patreon just to appear cool. Yeah, exactly, Peekaboo. You know, she thought she would give her little friggin' Patreon people a little treat there. You look like an idiot, okay? And I don't know why these people don't question you, but hold on a second. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my chat out here. You know, but that's their problem. That's not really my problem. So, but you should at least one person did. So, because you look like a fucking idiot. Oh geez. All right. Hold on a second. At least one of your Patreons had enough sense to know that this was not fucking real shit. So anyway, I'm watching this video, and of course, as usual, Corey's making up not making up. She's saying some good shit, you know, just normal Corey making her fucking observations. And I go down in the chat, in the comments, and I didn't even realize, which is pretty sad, to be honest with you guys, that this shit's been going on this long. It was a video from 5 months ago. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, this is that old? Holy shit. You know, I'm like, God, 5 months ago, Corey was talking about, you know, the same things, that they were fucking with people. So, and they haven't stopped really since. So hold on. I want to show you guys this because I thought this is quite interesting. It was a bad time, fun for them though. And yeah, it's sad. You know, the woman is mentally ill. And that was one of the points that Corey was making. Who wrote that? Amanda Ray Kiki did, or her imaginary attorney did. Okay. So let me show you guys this, because I found this interesting because I remember being criticized for this same thing. So I found this comment under there of Diane saying she has the timeline wrong too. Corey needs a mental health checkup. Now, when we were saying the same thing about a specific, you know, a certain individual here who is YouTube's sacrificial lamb, we were getting, you know, chastised for it. We were getting called out, you know, oh, it's so horrible. How could you say that when we were saying that she needs mental help? You know, we were getting called out. But look, here's Diane. Here's everybody's prophet saying the same thing to Corey. Yeah, so she needs a mental health evaluation. Now, this is typical Diane gaslighting right here, okay? She needs a fucking mental health evaluation because she doesn't agree with you harassing people. Huh. How do you like that? So Corey's crazy. She's crazy because she needs, she doesn't agree with what you've done. She's crazy and she needs a mental health evaluation. That's interesting. 5 months ago, this was said. Okay. I just happened to stumble upon this today, but I was like, damn, look at that. Just yet another thing that these motherfuckers call us out for, yet do themselves. Just another fucking thing. So, and if you listen, you know, let me get you guys a link to this video. I know it's old, but she still makes some very valid points that could still to this day, you know, be true. And I think you guys should actually shit. We could listen to it together. I'm sure Corey won't mind if I do that. But I'm listening to it and I'm like, damn, Corey's making some good points again. And of course, you know, she's gaslit in the fucking comment section that, you know, you need mental help, Corey, because you are not agreeing with what I say and do. So that means you're fucking crazy. You're crazy and you need mental help, right? Okay. See, now when I told Mandy that she needed mental help, it's because Mandy acts paranoid. Mandy, you know, does these like drastic things with people that she's been friends with for a really long time, Mandy displays a lot of very, very mentally unhealthy behaviors. So that's why I said that. I wasn't just saying it because she didn't fucking agree with me. You know, I think Mandy's actually a very intelligent woman. I just think that Mandy is very paranoid and, you know, she admittedly gets herself crazy over these things. And I think she does need to seek help, because I do think that Mandy could be a cool person if she wasn't so fucking crazy sometimes. But let me go in my history here and find this for you guys, because it's pretty interesting. And I think Corey made some really good points in this video. So we'll listen to it, because I don't think it's all that long. Hold on a second. I just find it. I'm sure Wendy V won't strike me because, you know, she's Wendy V. Let me go down here. I just cannot believe, like, I like when you find little things like that, you know? It's like little reminders. Oh, yeah, these people are full of shit. Hold on. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to the chat. My computer sucks right now. Ugh. Snoop, shut up already. Good God. Hold on. Trying to go back. There we go. Ugh, you son of a bee. Hi, I just learned how to use YouTube like 2 days ago. This computer's so fucking slow. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Why isn't it letting me scroll down? Hello? Trying to scroll. There we go. I really need a mouse for my laptop. It's so annoying. Here it is. Here it is. So Corey weighs in on Truthfully Trish. She brings up some very valid points here. Let's listen to, oh, wait, in order for us to listen, I'm going to have to unmute it. It's only 8 minutes. We could all spare 8 minutes. Let me just rewind. All right. All right. Now, this is old, but, you know, still worth a listen to me in my book. I didn't know it was old when I clicked on it. So Corey's kind of OG.
And they became friends, much like Trisha does, and blah, 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 blah. And then they say something about her, and then she doesn't trust him anymore. And I can understand why Trisha has no trust in people. I have seen Trisha do some absurd things. I'm not going to lie. That whole thing where she called her mother was absolutely disgusting. And blah, 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 blah. Anyways, still don't care. She's just hurting herself and her family. That's none of my business. Even if she puts it online, none of my business. If you're hurting children or trying to get children put into the system,
hold on. Remy. You know, see, this is a problem here in this community. And Remy, I'm sorry to call you out on this, but you're kind of part of the problem here. You know, this is the thing that happens in this community, where these people define you by fucking one time of you saying something, right? That's fucked up. And I don't do that. I'm not doing that to people anymore. I'm not going to hold horrible things that people have said when they were fucking angry against them and then use that every fucking time the person comes up and be like, oh my God, she wished cancer on people. Well, you know, Remy, people have gotten pissed off here, and I've done it. We've all done it. We've all made mistakes and said things that we didn't mean. So, you know, but keep bringing it up. I mean, you know, keep doing that. Hold it against her for the rest of her life.
They're pissed off at their mother, like Joyce Sparkle, that have already been literally abused on the platform by their father. I might get involved in that. I might. But when you're just some fucking crazy lady who wants attention, I ain't giving it to you. But that's just me. Really, seriously, that's just me. These Trisha haters have been around for a long time. Long time. There are countless threads about Trisha all over the place. Everywhere. Whatever site you can possibly find, there's probably a thread. There are channels upon channels upon channels dedicated to hating Trisha. And
Yep.
some of them even fight. There was a guy that jumped in on it, and all the women were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't want this guy here talking about Trisha like that. Are you fucking kidding me? You're crazy. Crazy about, I don't know, she was abused or whatever. So Trisha went to get her. She jumped in the car. She had a bunch of booze. She was drinking the booze in front of Trisha's kid, saying fucking inappropriate things, just being not cool. And that you can say whatever you want about Trisha. You can speculate on her relationship with her son. But when she's around her daughter, they love each other. They have a loving relationship. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Anyways, so, Corey's talking about kids. Anyways, so, moving on from that, Trisha said something about it. She was freaking out, crying, got really drunk, making an ass out of herself, and Trisha posted this in her site somewhere. And I'm not saying Trisha is the epitome of an angel or anywhere close. I'm not saying that at all. I am talking about how these women fucking stalk the fuck out of her. And some of them would pretend to be her friend for a while and learn everything about it, and then go right into the Diane and Wendy crowd and tell them everything. And they still use people like that. Oh, look at what Trisha did to this woman. Nah. Backstabbed. All of them, backstabbed. You could have just learned your lesson and walked away and not got up on Diane's panel at any time, right? None of you chose to do that. Oh, a couple of you chose to do that. But there are a couple, literally, that have the right to be upset with Trisha. There's not many. Some of you just hate her because you just wanted to have someone to hate. Much like Laura now, or whoever. Rebecca, someone out, Molly Golightly for a while, but then you realize she brought you more views than not, so you're back on that fucking boat, which is absolutely disgusting. Can't say more about that woman than she is fucking vile. Everyone jumped on Trisha because everyone already hated Trisha in this fucking I'm a veteran's wife group, blah, 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 whatever. I mean, if it's legitimate, cool. But, anyways, so something happened in this woman's life who was already completely miserable to make her enter her own life, right? So because this happened, Trisha got all the blame. She met Trisha being this way, right? Total mess. But it was Trisha's fault. Because, the internet can drive you to suicide. Oh, wait, it can. But, what did you want? Retaliation? Because you used that woman's death and went on and on and on and on about that woman's death and how it's all Trisha's fault for 2 years straight. 2 years straight. Most of the shit's gone, just like Sam said. Right? So you guys think you can just talk your way out of something else. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but we all saw it. Some of you can pretend to side with it. Some of you can just back up your friends. Some of you can be however you want. But you tortured the fuck out of that woman. You tried to drive her to her own suicide. Yep. Right? You drove her to the point that she was crazy, putting blood all over herself. Then you got what you wanted, right, Diane? So you all got to call CPS. You all got to call the cops. Right? And then that didn't work, so you drove her more crazy, and you drove her as crazy as you could. And this is a mentally ill woman, self-admittedly. Yep. Right? And then, I think we can call the cops on this one. So y'all call the cops. Oh, no. Didn't work. And I'm not even talking about Dr. Phil, because apparently only one person was in on that. Just one person did that. It was a total shock to everyone else. And then they had to send Big Mouth Wendy because nobody else wanted to go. No fucking kidding. Who the hell would want that as a legacy? Besides Wendy. Wow. And it's still going on every day. Every time she does anything in the least bit questionable, there y'all are, right? And some of you do it every day still. And you're all still best friends. Diane, Wendy, you love those girls. Dubizzle and All of them. That Sunshine Sally trying to fucking have a fundraiser for Sean and Maddie to start off their life when all they did was troll the woman. Sean trolled his own wife. Fucking filmed her getting arrested, post that shit right online so we could all see it and fucking use it and gif it and gif it and meme it and meme it and fucking just put it all out there, right? Yeah. Yeah, Sean is a piece of shit. No woman should want that as a husband. None. He fucking disregarded his own children. We all know that. And I got blamed on Trisha too. Oh, it's all Trisha's fault. He doesn't see his kids. No, he's the fucking dad. One more thing to say about this Trisha thing, and I'm done with it. These women's obsession over this one woman came before Dr. Phil. See, Wendy tends to get up there and say, well, she was on Dr. Phil and that brought a whole community together. That's complete bullshit. Mm-hmm. All of the women who hate Trisha were all here prior to Dr. Phil. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I found out about Trisha about, I don't know, a week or two prior to her being on the show. Because Ron was part of the Joy thing and part of the Trisha Katie thing, and he had mentioned it. And then I looked her up, and I think it was that time that her and Sean were fighting in front of the kid. Hey. And that's what I saw. And yeah, I don't know. I think either Sean should have went on the show and stood his ground, where he was supposed to be there talking about how Trisha was too addicted to this, right? But he got on there and said, oh, you trolls are so bad. Oh, why didn't he just try to convince his wife maybe they're not worthy? You know what I mean? He never did that, ever. He never said, don't address them, honey. They're fucking garbage. Did he? No, he egged that on and egged it on and egged it on and egged it on the whole time, weeding through them all to find himself a new woman. I hope you're happy because you got the perfect one. Very suitable, Sean.
All right. So that was Corey. Hey, Rev. That was Corey dropping some fucking truth bombs over there. I mean, I don't know much about the whole situation with truthfully, Trisha's husband and all that. But I can say that I agree. They were trying to push this woman to something, obviously. I mean, that a person's fucking crazy, right? That they have mental issues. So what do? Go online and fucking harass them. Have hate groups about them. Fuck with them on a daily basis. Talk shit about them. Troll them. Go in their fucking chats. The same shit that we're sitting here 5 months later. And guess what? Nothing has fucking changed. They're still doing it. But now they're doing it to other people, right? Laura's a target. They just can't fucking stop with their hate bullshit. They can't. So, and then when people like me come around and they give it right back to them, right? I'm an asshole. I'm a piece of shit. But I'm only doing the same thing that you guys do. Actually, I'm not, because I don't continuously fuck with you guys in your chats and shit. But I am commenting on your bullshit behavior, right? I am. So long as you keep fucking with people that don't really bother you, I will keep talking about it. Just saying. And I'll keep calling your bullshit behavior out. Okay? I totally get that this woman has issues. There's no denying that. There's no denying it. But there's no reason to continually fucking harass her either. How about trying to help her? I don't know. I mean, was Dr. Phil, was that really an attempt to try to help her? Or was that just trying to embarrass her further on national television, no less? I'm just curious. I wasn't around in those days, but I know enough to know that what Corey was saying there was 100% correct. And she sounded to me, now I don't know, maybe it's just me, but she sounded to be of sound mind and body while she was speaking there. That doesn't sound like a person who's fucking rambling and all over the place. She was pretty clear, concise, articulate, whatever you want to say, right? In that whole little blurb there. So don't know what to say. Dr. Phil thing was so gross. It is. And they're so proud of it. They were so proud of it. I remember when I met them, I met Diane. She was like, oh my God, Dr. Phil. Like, Wendy was some type of fucking celebrity because she brought a stranger on Dr. Phil. Yeah, cool story, bro. Heck, TT admits she has issues now. Again, it goes with the old saying, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. TT acknowledged she had issues and got the right help. And that's good for her. I just don't see what they were doing to try to help this woman. I see that they were just trying to tear her down. And they still do from time to time. Dr. Phil told Wendy to log off. Did he? Oh, shit. How you like that? Yeah, they have a pattern. Yeah, exactly. Regardless, they're still doing this shit today. No one was harassing her, not even 5 months ago. Corey is delusional. Even Trisha says they are good on Robbie's stream a few weeks ago. Okay. Well, I don't know anything about that. I don't watch this woman. I have no interest in watching her. But, it is what it is. Just saying. I just found it funny because they're like sitting there saying, Corey needs mental help. And like, I don't know if you listen to that doesn't sound like a person who needs mental help. But, then when you hear somebody like Mandy who goes on her streams and she's rambling and not making sense and you can't figure out what she's, what her purpose is or her point is. And then you say, hey, she might need some help here. I mean, she's holding on to things from years ago and thinking people are all out to get her and shit, that are like people that are not even worrying about her. It's kind of sad to watch that. So Dr. Phil told Wendy that truthfully Trisha wasn't the only one with a problem on the stage. Interesting. Now, I wonder if he was referring to Wendy or her husband, maybe. I don't know. I never saw the full episode because it's not available. But, maybe Wendy thought she was going to be the next Cash Me Outside girl. I don't know. But it didn't happen. So TT wants to move along and be left alone. She left a bad relationship and is on a new path. Listen, more power to her. I think that, it's kind of funny because once this woman is trying to fix her life, they all have no interest in her anymore. They only had interest in her when she was a fucking train wreck, right? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Yeah, okay, Corey. ATX is, and she is whack too, but what does that have to do with others in the community? Why are you so interested in this, Viva YouTube? You seem to have a vested interest in this. I just thought it was interesting. I stumbled across that this morning and thought it was pretty interesting. It's just kind of funny. We sit here 5 months later from that. That was in March, and not much has changed in the way of how they go after people and treat people. So that's all I was trying to point out. Yeah, they just moved on to other targets to try to tear down and humiliate. Pretty much. It's fucking sad. It's fucking sad. Ooh, nice, Val. on the road again. So, you know, she's not the only one, just saying. Yeah. So anyway, that was just interesting that I just came across that this morning. Not, it's old, but Corey, you sound like you're on point. And it was just kind of funny to see Diane's comment there that she needs mental help when they call others out for saying that to people. So just another thing to show the hypocrisy, right? Nobody here is perfect. Just like I just said to Remy, Corey said something, okay? And shit happens. Like, can we move past these things? Can we stop fucking holding people every fucking word against them constantly? I mean, it gets old after a while. You apologize, and that's never fucking good enough with these people. If you apologize, they don't know how to accept apologies, because if they accept an apology, then they'll have nothing to fucking complain about. So they can't accept your apology, or they can't move past it. They have to keep reminding you that this one time you said something shitty, because, none of them have ever gotten angry and said something shitty in their lives, right? We've all done it. We've all said things that we regret. And I'm sure, Remy, you have too in your life. And it's just, think about that, Remy. Think about how you would feel if somebody kept throwing some shit you said, months ago in your face constantly. Really. I'm practically perfect in every way. I mean, they just don't stop. They don't stop with the fucking throwing shit in people's faces. And that's a practice thing here. It's like you see other people doing it, so you do it, and it's not right. Okay. People want to move on from their mistakes and try to fix themselves and become better people. But you can't do that when you have people coming in and like, you told somebody to stick a needle in their arm. Okay, I know I did. And I apologize to the people I offended for it. So can we move the fuck on from that? Does that make me the worst person in the world? I don't think so. It just makes me a person who said something fucking stupid when I got fucking pissed off one time. Okay? By somebody who fucking constantly antagonizes the shit out of me. So move the fuck on. If you don't like it, click the fuck off my video. We only make mistakes. We just need to learn by them. Well, that's how I feel. It's exactly how I feel. Just fucking learn from your mistakes. The whole we hate Dave thing is getting on my nerves. Corey, what do you mean? Well, as far as I remember, now I would not know who Dave is if it weren't for Diane. Because what happened was, back in the days, right, when all this shit went down and the cop calls happened and, Laura was hanging out with Shrek and everything, Diane got scared. I forget exactly what it was. I really do. I forget exactly what spooked her. But she ran to Dave for like protection, right? And so I remember somebody sending me a link. I believe it was Figure Skating Coach, if I remember correctly, and telling me to go to this channel that I had never seen before, never been to. And she's like, well, that's where everybody is right now. So I go in there and, I'm listening. It only took me all of about 5 minutes of listening to Dave to know that I was going to like stay over here. You know what I'm saying? It just sounded like a place I didn't need to be involved in. I'll put it that way. And so they all got involved in this stupid peace accord thing. Okay. I didn't know anything about Boyd. I'd never heard of Boyd. I didn't know what the fuck it was. Didn't know anybody from over there. But this was how I was introduced, I guess, in a sense, to that neck of the woods there. And I even said to Diane, why the fuck would you get these people involved in this shit? So it was so weird to me. And I like almost couldn't believe these girls were getting like, it was Laura, it was who else? Shrek, Marianne, right? Who else was involved in this stupid shit? Mandy. Was that it? There was quite a few people that got themselves involved in this bullshit peace accord, and I refused to be a part of it because I was like, this is so stupid. I'm a grown-ass adult, okay? I don't need some weird dudes from the internet watching over me to make sure that I don't fuck up, okay? A bunch of people that are sitting here saying that they troll the shit out of people and dox people. Why the fuck would I get myself mixed up in that shit? That's like walking into a fucking crack house and like being like, yeah, I think I'm going to hang out here with you guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like bad news. Like, why am I going to get myself involved in that? I don't need any more fucking problems in my life. So I saw my way out of this fucking situation. I just didn't want anything to do with it. I was like, I'm a grown-ass woman. I could control myself and, you know, just go my separate ways and not have to be part of some fucking weird-ass peace treaty. This is fucking weird to me. Sorry, but it is. Because she knows how nasty he could be and the lengths he will go. Hold on a second. And I really did write to her and I was like, dude, Diane, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you go to these people? Like, I don't understand. Why the fuck would you go to these people? It just didn't make any type of sense to me. Because she knows how nasty he could be and the lengths he will go to. She was hoping he would go after perp, just my thought. I don't know. You know, I don't know anything about him. I just know that I stay here in my own lane and he could stay there and take his friends with him. I don't give a shit. They don't come in my chats and I'm 100% okay with us. Okay with it. Steph 7-5. That was when I pretty much left the community. It was too weird for me. Yeah, Steph, it was weird. I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Jenny, that's okay. I'm not judging anybody who likes him or dislikes him. It's just like, I did not want to be, this whole tree thing sounded very weird to me and strange. And I just didn't want anything to do with it. You know, I don't need people watching over me. Like, I remember they assigned people to watch people. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And that's how we got 180. Thanks, Diane. We needed him. We needed him around here. Thanks. Yeah, Jenny. No, I don't judge anybody. Listen, he's entertaining to watch. I will give you that. He's definitely entertaining to watch. I will say that. And he could be funny. He could be very funny at times. It's just not for me. You know, I just don't involve myself in that kind of shit. That's all. I might lurk from time to time, but I'm not, you know, I just keep myself, I try to keep myself out of trouble. That's really what I do. You know, I have nothing against him. I have nothing against the people in there because I don't know them. And I can't ever judge people that I don't really know, right? But I did, you know, from that night and that peace accord bullshit, I just knew I wanted nothing to do with it. I don't need to have anybody fucking babysitting me, you know, because I'm a grown-ass woman. I'd never heard his name before, so he's Boyd. Got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello, Stella. Sure, like Dave once upon a time passed her. Yeah, she wanted to learn how to troll. That's why. She wanted to learn how to be a troll. Why? I don't fucking know, but she did. You know, that was kind of when I started, I don't know, backing away from her in a little bit because I was like, she's going down a different path than I am. You know, I'm not into that shit. I'm not into like trouble. I don't like trouble. I don't like that kind of shit. I just don't invite it into my life willingly. You know, when you just walk into a situation or a scenario and you get that sense that you're like, something ain't right here. Something ain't feeling 100%. My gut's telling me something. It was one of those situations. I've been in situations like that before in my life where I've gone somewhere, walked into a room or something, and something just didn't feel right to me. And so I walk back out of the room. That's just how I operate in life. And that's how I felt that night. And I stand by my decision to stay the fuck out of that shit. Just wasn't. Kay Smalls is one of the most honest women I have ever met. I don't have an issue with Kay Smalls. I just have to be honest. I really almost feel bad for her sometimes because I think she's a little naive. She's a little naive when it comes to people. Or maybe she knows exactly what she's doing. But I just like to hear that she's back talking to Mandy troubles me greatly. Like, she's just going to get hurt again. Didn't she see us all make that mistake talking to her? And here we are, how many months later? Mandy is Mandy. She's not going to change. And we have to fucking remember that. Tiffany 180 has no real friends. He hangs on to those women drama channels as his only friends. Yeah, it seems that way. But I do think she's a good person, Jenny. I don't think she's a bad person. I just think it troubles me. It just troubles me. I think she's almost too nice and too forgiving. And sometimes she needs to think a little bit more about the people she surrounds herself with. And I'm not even talking about Dave. I'm talking about some of the women from this community that she's befriended, but yeah. Anyway, I think Hazel tries to see the good in everyone and continues to get disappointed. That's probably a good way to put it, Crazy Nurse Granny. Yeah, and I agree with Dumperini as well. It is a bit odd that he's clung to all these women and like sits around making videos. I mean, I haven't seen him around, but he sits around and makes all these videos like harassing women. It's kind of fucking weird. But hey, do what you got to do. Nice often gets you swimming in sharks. It does. It does. Kay Smalls is a good lady. She got mixed up with the wrong people. Yeah. That's how I see it. It's exactly how I kind of see it. I think Crazy Nurse Granny just said it best. She just wants to see the good in people, and the fact of life, unfortunately, is that not everybody is good. Now, there might be bad people who have some good qualities, right? But there's a lot of bad people that are just bad. The majority of their actions and the shit that they do is just bad. And you can't change those people. You can't love them to be good. It's like, my brother's wife. I just see her as an evil bitch. There's no fucking redeeming qualities in my eyes. I'm sure other people might see some. I don't. It's very hard for me to think of one, but she's, maybe one redeeming quality about her is that I guess she makes a lot of money. I don't know. Other than that, there's not much to her that is good, but okay. But that's me. I just see somebody like that and I keep my distance. You're fucking shitty. Something was interesting when we were talking to Science Girl the other night, and she said that it took her fighting with her friend there, well, her ex-friend, to see that she was like a narcissist. And I'm like, wow, and I'm not judging her for this. I'm just saying, to me, it's like it was blatantly obvious, right? Within the, I don't know, second time I listened to her. But for some people, they don't see it right away. And that's okay. I guess just some of us have a different kind of sense, or maybe we pay more attention to these things than other people do. I don't really know exactly what it is that makes some people able to see it, right away, and other people to take time to see it, or to have to get hurt by a person to actually see what kind of person they are. But I just thought that was interesting, because it goes to show that not everybody can see everything. Food for thought. My counselor told me there's 80% good in everyone and 20% bad. I think the last number should be a bit higher for some. YouTube has taught me that. Yeah, Samantha, I mean, I don't know if I agree with that statistic. I mean, I don't know how anybody would come to that exact, percentage, but there's good and bad in everybody. And some people, the bad just outshines the good. And it's just obvious. We don't discern correctly when we allow emotions to get involved. I could see, in a sense, right? I try to even think about this with my brother's wife, how people get roped in a sense. Maybe it was my life experiences that made me see that something was off about this person. I saw some things that just concerned me, some alarming, I guess, kind of red flags that concerned me, like with my brother's wife, like just the way she moves so quickly. And she used to kind of use things like, one thing that made me very uncomfortable about her is that she was like offering up, this was the second time I met her, she was like offering up her fucking 12-year-old daughter to watch my, not even, I don't even think Jesse was fucking 1 at the time. He wasn't, because he didn't turn 1 until their wedding, right before their wedding. So she was like offering up her like 12-year-old daughter to babysit my son. This is the second time I met her. And I'm thinking, like, that's not normal, right? First of all, you don't know me. She barely knew my brother at this point in time. And it's like, you don't know me. And I'm not leaving my 1-year-old, my not even 1-year-old, right, with your fucking daughter who's 12, who I don't even fucking know. Like, it was weird to me. I just found it strange that she would, like, I don't know. I guess normal people, it takes time to build trust with other people. And she seemed to almost offer up the trust, right? As a way to win you over. You know what I'm saying? And it bothered me. Those kind of things to me are red flags. I was like, that's strange. Other people might have walked away from that conversation and been like, oh my God, that was so nice of her. She was so nice. But I walked away going, that was kind of fucking weird. Like, I don't know you. Why would I let your daughter babysit my fucking baby? Like, that's bizarre. So I just, there was things like that made me feel uncomfortable with her. She was like too much too soon, and normal people, they don't do that. They don't start offering up things like that right away. Something that personal. Telling me when peeps leave their babies with just anyone. Yeah, I mean, listen, that was a big part in me being a stay-at-home mom. Yeah, beware of strangers bearing gifts, 100. Like, and then she was like telling us we could come over and swim in her pool. She's like, you could just come over and don't worry about it. Even if I'm not home. And I'm thinking, I don't even fucking know you. This is the second time I'm meeting you. Like, I'm not going to just walk into your backyard and swim in your fucking pool. That's so weird. The fuck? It was very weird to me. But see, again, other people might be like, oh, that's so nice. But it's not. That's not normal behavior. That's a fucking huge red flag. Huge. Narcs do that. Yes, they do. They certainly do. They're over, they like to give gifts and like kind of love bomb you, right? They shower you with love. So that's why I wasn't taking any of the bait. I wasn't taking any of that. I was like, yeah, okay, all right. You know, I'm not that comfortable with you yet. Like, you know, it would probably be a good year before or two that I'd feel comfortable enough to come to your fucking house and swim in your pool while you weren't home. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know where the fuck she lived at that point in time. It was just like she was too much. It was too much. Everything was like, you know, too much. Over the top with the fucking generosity and all that bullshit. Because it is bullshit. That's not, you know, that's how those types of people try to win you over. And that shit doesn't work with me. It just doesn't. You're not going to win me over with like material possessions and shit like that. That shit, in the grand scheme of life, doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Right? You can't take it with you when you die. So, but those are definite red flags for people. But, you know, other people see it as it's nice. Oh, that's so nice of her. Yeah, real nice. Okay. Don't even know you. Imagine I just like took her up on that. Hey, could you have your daughter babysit my 6-month-old and I'm going to go swim in your pool while you're not home? What the fuck? What the fuck kind of shit was that? I mean, it was that amongst other things that pointed out to me that something wasn't fucking right there. There was a bunch of red flags, a bunch of signs that just screamed something's wrong. Something's fucking wrong here. There was a lot of empty promises, which narcissists are known for, making empty promises to people. I think it's weird when people, I hardly know, offer things that is usually reserved for close friends and family. Yeah, it's like, you know, I don't know. It's just kind of strange to me. That's like a really personal thing. You're, you know, to allow somebody into your home that you don't even know, you know, and I get it. You know, at the time I tried to tell myself, okay, she's just trying to basically impress us, you know, and win us over because she's new. But then, you know, I didn't even know at that time. I knew it was weird. I didn't know what it was, though. You know, I learned that later on, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, I started reading about this stuff, and I started going back, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that happened. That happened. Yeah. Love bombing. I remember that. I certainly remember that. Like, seriously, that's like asking for a fucking lawsuit, to be honest with you. You know, having strangers come over and swim in your pool while you're not home. God forbid something happened. And I was like thinking in my head, my son's fucking 6 months old. He can't even swim, but okay. Like, why didn't she invite you when she was home? Good question, Thumperini. She didn't want to have to put the time in, I guess, to hang out with us. You know, she did invite us over. We went to like 2 parties at our house, I think. Both in which were fucking so weird. But the first time, who was it? Was it me? Oh, yeah, I think it was me. I brought my son with me, right? And I guess she didn't realize I was standing behind her, and her friends are talking, and she was like, oh, babies are so cute as long as they're not yours. I'm never having a baby or some shit like that. And I turned around and she like saw me. Well, she turned around, she saw me. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, okay. Fucking weird. But that was the same time that she was walking around with a bottle of fucking Black Label Patron, just fucking pouring drinks for people. And then like pouring herself, like for every drink she drank one. Oh my God. I was like, damn, I'm just watching her walk around. I'm like, how's this bitch still standing? Man, she got shit-faced. And then this bothered me, right? we're at the party and it was all her friends. And she's like, she was basically like mocking my brother, like telling like her friends, watch, he'll do whatever I want him to do. Like, watch. And then she's going, sweetie, what are the plans? What are the plans? And she's like fucking ordering him around. And my brother being the fucking douche that he is, he's like, oh my God, okay. Oh, he's like pulling the hose out. And she's like, see, he'll do whatever I tell him. And like she's sitting there like trying to like show her friends. Like it's like, hey, look at my new sleeve. Look what I got, a new sleeve. And I'm just sitting there like, this is fucking weird. Like she's like almost like humiliating him. I'm like that again, just another fucking red flag. I'm like, okay. Okay, so you think it's fun to embarrass your husband or your boyfriend. Okay. Check. Just fucking weird shit. So when I see people on here acting like that, I definitely have a tendency to keep my distance from people like that, right? That are always so willing to stick their neck out, I guess. And then does that mean she has free reign in your home too? Who's that, ZZ Hounds? Oh, shit. No, definitely not. No free reign in my fucking house. Hell no. That's why I was like, yeah, I would not. No. I don't even know you, dude. Don't even know you. Not letting you in my house when I'm not home. No, thank you. Humiliation is a narc's cherry pie. Yeah, hybrid Pisces. And there was a few instances like that. And I was like, ugh. Like, I don't do that to my husband. Like, I don't know. I don't try to humiliate him in front of people. It's kind of like not my thing, you know? I don't think my husband wouldn't probably even go for that kind of shit. It's like these girls I see on here on YouTube, not mentioning any names, nobody in our community, but they're like, they make their husbands sit down and they paint their nails and do their fucking makeup and shit. I'm like, my husband would never fucking go for that. And I wouldn't want to even do that to him. Why would I want to film myself putting makeup on my husband? I don't know. That's fucking weird to me. Why do these girls want to do this shit? It's fucking disturbing. Like, I feel like that's so humiliating. But some of the guys go along with it, good, you know, and they're good sports. But I was watching this video yesterday where this girl's putting makeup on her husband, making him look like a drag queen. And I'm just like, you know, he was going along with it, but I was just like, I'm sitting there thinking in my head, man, I can never fucking picture my husband let me do this, nor would I ever ask him to do this. Like, I would never be like, hey, Chris, want to sit down while I put makeup on, you know, millions of people watch? Yeah? Okay, great. Like, that shit would never fucking happen. Women who emasculate men are usually narcs, definitely toxic. Yeah. I'm not into that kind of shit. I don't think that's cool. I don't know. That's just me. But if other people are into it, hey, do you, boo-boo. Do you. I just don't personally like to humiliate people. I don't think it's, especially people you love, you know, it's not fucking cool. Not a cool thing to do. Now, people could say, well, you humiliate your family, make a mobster. Well, I don't fucking care about them anymore. They're pieces of shit. They humiliate themselves. She's actually showing others her control over him. That's what she was doing, ZZ Hound. She had him. I had never seen him like run around the way he did that day. He was like going crazy, like barbecuing. He's like fucking flipping burgers. I think oh my God, I think she even made him wear one of those apron things. And I was like, oh my God, dude. And then this was the weirdest fucking thing. Okay. So we went to this party and we left this specific one. We left my son home. Oh, there might have been 2 friend parties now that I'm thinking about this. It was so fucking weird, right? This was my first time going to her house. It was me and my husband. We left Jesse with my mom. And I go into it was so weird. I go over there and I had this cute little, like a sundress on, right? and a pair of wedge heels. And I'm walking the house and everything. And, it felt good to just be out of the house without the baby, because Jesse was like 6 months old at this point in time. And it was just like, it was nice to go out with my husband somewhere, have a couple of drinks, without having the baby with us, like, because you know how it is when you have a baby. And, I could wear something nice, don't have to worry about a baby. Well, Jesse didn't really spit up all that much, but, it was just nice to get dressed and get out of the house, right? Because I'm sitting home with a baby all the time. So we get over there and she's like, come on, I'm going to show you guys the house. Let's go. She's like this little fucking Energizer bunny. She's always like hopped up on shit. She's like, like, it's fucking crazy. She's like, so like, she's one of those people just like, you feel tense because she's so like fucking, like, I don't know. I can't even explain it. She's like, she talks so fast. Everything's so fast, It's like, chill the fuck out, lady. So she's like, come on, shine. You guys ran tour. Blah, blah, blah. So she brings us through the backyard and we're walking up her back deck. She had like this balcony that came out of her, I don't know, living room, I guess, off the back of the house. So we're walking up the steps and all of a sudden she goes, wait, how could you be wearing those shoes? Wait, you're gonna hurt yourself. I'll give you flip-flops. I have flip-flops for all my guests. And I'm like, I was like, dude, I'm a size 9.5. She's really small. She's really fucking small. She's like, I don't know, 5 foot tall, maybe. She's really short. And I was like, girl, I'm fucking, I have a size 9.5 foot. She was like insisting that I change my shoes. And I was like, what the fuck does this woman care? She's like, your feet are going to be killing you. Somebody's going to get hurt. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, like, first of all, I think I had a pair of flip-flops because when I wore heels, like, I always carried, flat shoes with me just in case anything happens, you break a heel, something, your feet start hurting. But I'm like sitting there thinking, like, why the fuck does this woman care what's on my feet? This is so weird. And she's like insisting I take her flip-flops. And I tell her, I'm like, I have a size 9.5 foot. I don't think I'm going to fit in your flip-flops. And she's like, well, I might have like a size 8. And I'm like, okay, but that's still too small for my foot. I have a fucking 9.5. And I was like, no, I'm trying to be polite. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm all right. My husband's like, he's like, oh, Liana wears heels everywhere. She could run a marathon in heels, And she's like insisting I take my fucking shoes off. I just thought it was like the weirdest thing. So then, she shows us a house and then we go downstairs and my brother, my husband, and my brother's friend, they were out in the back and they were playing Can Jam. And now, mind you, these are the only 3 people at this party that I know. So I'm hanging out with them. And like, I would have played Can Jam in my fucking dress. I don't give a shit. And then she like comes downstairs and like grabs me. It's like, you don't want to sit here with the boys. Come on, sit upstairs. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why? Like, why do I have to sit in a certain place? You know what I'm saying? So she makes me sit up at the fucking, yeah, Jen B. I don't know. She had flip-flops, she said. Who knows? She was probably fucking lying just because something about me wearing heels bothered her. I don't know why. It was the weirdest fucking thing. Like, I don't know why she was so bothered that I had heels on. They weren't even heels. They were just a fucking wedge. It was like literally like a wedge. And I don't know why they were bothering her. It was very strange. Very strange. So I don't know. Maybe she didn't want me to look tall. I don't know. I have no idea. But she's like, come sit upstairs with me. So I'm like, I'm so awkward around like groups of girls like that I don't know. So I'm just like sitting there and they're all talking about shit that I have no fucking idea what they're talking about. And I'm like the whole time thinking like, I just want to go sit there with my husband and my brother. Like, why do I have to hang out with the girls? She was like bothered that I was sitting down there with my brother and his friend and my husband. God forbid I fucking stay with my husband at a party that I don't know any of the people there. It was just like so uncomfortable the whole fucking time. I felt so uncomfortable. I'm sitting there like, now my fucking shoes are a fucking problem. It's just like everything's a problem. So God. I sat there with her girlfriends, and her girlfriends were nice. I mean, a few of them, they were pretty nice. But she sat there talking about her ex-husband and shit and saying that he's still in love with me. He's still in love with me. He hasn't dated in like 8 years. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, why is this bitch sitting here talking about her fucking ex-husband? Like, I don't care. I don't care. You're dating my brother. I don't really need to hear stories about your ex-husband and how he's still fucking in love with you. But okay. That was another thing that happened that day. Oh my God, she's just fucking crazy. See, like all these things to me were just like red flags. Something's up. Something's not right here. Something's not right here. She's like, yeah, he's still in love with me. He's still in love with me. And they were all saying it. All the girlfriends were saying it. Then I come to find out, like, I don't even know how long she knew these girlfriends. They were all like work friends. So I don't know how well they knew her. Ugh, so fucking weird. So weird. And she did the same thing to my mom. We went to this party, and now this was like her having my mom meet her mom and shit like that. And we go to this party, and, you know, my mom's sitting down talking to me and everything like that and playing with my son. And she comes over and grabs my mom and makes her like sit up at the table with her mom. And I'm thinking, like, why do you like, I don't know, like, why are you telling people where to sit? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's the mother table. You have to sit up there. Like, my mom's social. She likes to talk to everybody, you know, and it's like you're fucking making her like sit at a table. Now she feels obligated to sit down at this fucking table with your mom and entertain her. Like, I don't know. It was so weird. She was weird like that. It's like everybody has a place at the party, right? You go to the mother table, you go to the kids table, you know, like, I don't know. It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. Oh, God, I can't. Oh, thank God I don't have to deal with her anymore. God forbid you steal any male attention from her. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I don't even know. I really never understood that to this day. I'm like, I just don't understand why you cared about my fucking shoes. Like, how were my shoes affecting you? Like, she was trying to like talk me out of my shoes. It was just so weird. Control issues. Yeah, probably. She probably did want to be the center of attention. I can't think of any other really good explanation for it. What up, Big Hook? Very, very strange. Just so thankful I don't have to deal with that shit anymore. Ugh. It's like so uncomfortable as it is when you're meeting like new people. You know, I'm kind of awkward in that sense. Like, I'm friendly and talkative, but like I could also be a little awkward sometimes. Like, you know, I don't know. It's weird when you're meeting new people. And then it's like you got somebody fucking worrying about your shoes and all this other bullshit. It's like, you should put up more episodes of your series now to show them that you don't care what they say. Peanut, I will be doing that for sure. I'm surprised she didn't have a seating chart. That's what it felt like, CK. It was like, why are you assigning seats to people at a fucking backyard barbecue? Like, this is so bizarre. I made a post earlier saying many OCD perfectionists are covert narcs. They're obsessed with making things appear perfectly perfect. Yeah, Sonia, her house was like very, very, I like generic, like so bare. There's nothing around. I walked in her house the first time and I was kind of like, holy shit, how did, like, it almost looked like a showroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was like nothing on the counters, not a piece of mail, you know, like nothing. Like, it just looked like a fucking, it just didn't even look like a real house. Like, it didn't look like it was lived in at all, you know? There's nothing anywhere, no signs of people like living there. It was very weird. I can't, and like, I thought it to myself, I didn't say anything, but then I remember my cousin and his girlfriend went there once, and you know, the girlfriend said the same thing. She was like, I don't know, her house is so uncomfortable. Like, everything's like, there's nothing out of place. Everything is like perfect in the house. Like, there's nothing out of place. It's like very generic. I can't explain it. It's like fucking, like, it feels like you're in a furniture store. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she wants to be a Stepford wife control freak. She is. She's definitely a fucking control freak. She is exhausting, ZZ Hounds. I can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine living with somebody like that. I did live with somebody like that my whole fucking life because my dad was very like OCD about things, certain things. Everything had to be a certain way. You know, if you were eating, he would like push your glass if it was like, I don't know, out of place. He would like push your fucking plate up. Like everything had to be a certain way. And it was rough to grow up like that. Like I couldn't leave certain things in certain places. Like he didn't want anything out of place when I was at home. Like if you left the cabinet door like an inch open, he would like get mad and like close it. And it was like, I can never fucking imagine myself living with somebody like that again. I just couldn't. I would fucking, it would drive me. It would drive me. I bet your brother wears pink now. I think he does, baby blue. I swear to God. Oh, would not surprise me whatsoever. Talk you out of your shoes. ZZ Hans, I can't even explain it. It was very bizarre. It's like she just didn't want me wearing those shoes. I think she was very offended. Very fucking offended by it. And yeah, I don't know. Oh my God, Sonia, my dad was like that too. There was times he would take my plate, I wouldn't even be done eating. I'm like, yo, the fuck? My dad would do this. This shit was so fucked up. If I was in the bathroom and I left my brush like on the counter, I would come home and my brush would be in the fucking garbage pail. Like it bothered him so much that he had to make a statement and throw it out and fucking, And then I used to go throw his shit in the garbage pail and then I would feel bad and take it out and put it back in his drawer. Because I would be like, he's going to fucking kick my ass tomorrow if he finds his shit in the garbage pail. I just had to do it to make myself feel better. Oh, shit. That is how. Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't know. I'm like, my house is fucking well lived in. Like, we're not clean freaks or, you know. And I'm not saying people with neat houses, there's anything wrong like that. But it's like, it's just a weird feeling, you know, to go in there and you don't feel comfortable because it looks like, you know, if you move something or touch something, she's going to like freak out on you or some shit. Well, she was like telling us too, like, I don't know. She goes on and on about everything and anything. Garbage pail. We say garbage can. That's cute. Garbage pail. Yeah, garbage pail. Yes, the walking. Yeah, Sonia, that's how I felt. You know, it was really sad because I remember when my dad passed away and it was probably like a good, I don't know, week or two. I remember pulling up to my house and just kind of like almost being like, oh my God, like I could walk into my house right now and I could put my jacket on the back of the fucking chair and not, you know, have somebody pissed off about it. And I said it to my mom and my mom actually was like, yeah, isn't it kind of nice? Like, because my dad was like, everything had to be a certain fucking way. And it was really hard to live with somebody like that. Because like Sonia said, like, well, like if I was, all right, he used to sit in the kitchen all the time and he would like watch you while you were making a sandwich, let's just say. And he'd be like, put the mustard away. Like before you even fucking put the mustard on your sandwich. Like he didn't even give you a chance to do the right thing. He was just sitting there telling you what to do. Like, make sure you put your dish in the dishwasher, sweep the counter off. Like, it was like, oh my God, like you felt like somebody was always watching you and judging you. And it was like you were walking on eggshells. Like I always felt like that my whole entire life, you know? I felt like I was always doing something wrong or, you know what I'm saying? And that's like a really shitty feeling. So I cannot imagine living with somebody like that as a grown woman and having to go through that again. It's just not fun when somebody's like that. I don't know if my dad had like OCD. I guess he kind of did. And he was never diagnosed, but I guess he kind of did. So, I mean, he used to fold his fucking pants and put them in the hamper. Who does that? That's so weird. I carried on living like my mother was in my home for years after I moved out, could never relax. They condition you so bad, you do it when they're not there. Sonia, I guess because I lived home, my dad passed away and I stayed, home with my mom for years after that. So we kind of both like got lax, I guess, as time went on with that shit. But I know what you're saying. You're kind of like almost conditioned, like put the thing in the sink. I wish I still was. I kind of broke out of it. And in a sense, I wish I kind of still was like that because my house would probably be a lot more organized and clean. But I can't live like that. I can never live like that again. My dad used to bug out if you like touch the walls, oh, don't put your hands on the walls. Like, it's like, oh my God. I guess maybe, they didn't have magic erasers back then. So he didn't, I don't know. But it was like, I used to say, man, you live your whole fucking life worrying about these little things, right? Like that are so unimportant in the grand scheme of things. Like you spend your whole fucking life worrying about this shit. Fingerprints and fucking dishes being put away. Like, God damn. You stress. He used to be like spiteful. You'd hear him like slamming the cabinet to like let you know that you left the cabinet fucking door that never latched closed. My mom's doors in her cabinet were like so old that like you had to like push them closed and they would kind of bounce open a little bit. And he would get annoyed. Like if you didn't close it again and make sure it was like touching the other side of the wood, I was like, oh my God, dude. So you'd hear him at night walking through the kitchen, boom, 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 closing all the fucking doors that never latched. It's like you're driving yourself crazy, dude. Get a fucking latch if you're so worried about it, for fuck's sakes. He was very OCD like that. My dad was like that, but with violence included. Well, that's not fun, Katja. My dad, he used to beat the shit out of us when we were kids. Make no mistakes, he did. We got the belt and all the other shit. We weren't allowed to sit on a made bed. Oh my God, Shalabella. It's just like, it's very hard to live with somebody like that who's constantly fucking watching your every fucking move, and like directing you, basically. It's like there's like a boss like hovering, or a fucking foreman like hovering over your shoulder at all times, telling you do this, do that, make sure you do this. It's like, stop. I remember like my husband had done that to me one time and I like freaked out. I was like, don't do that to me. I was like, my dad did, like I had to explain to him, I'm like, listen, my dad did that shit to me my whole life. And like, I'm very triggered by it. I get fucking triggered when people watch me doing things and then like try to, either criticize me or tell me, how to do something. It gets very like triggering to me. Micromanagement. Exactly, Rad Story. That's exactly what it is. Being fucking micromanaged, and when you grow up your whole life like that, it's fucking, it's rough. It's rough. And I will never forget the day my brother said to me that he goes, I feel like I'm living with daddy again. And I was like, dude, run. Like, run. That's how he told me that. He said he was trying to put shelves up and she was watching over his shoulder and criticizing him while he was putting the shelves up. And he felt like he was living with my dad again. And I was like, dude, you need to go. Like, you need to run. You do not want that for the rest of your fucking life. You just don't. And thank God my husband's not like that. Like, because we wouldn't be together if he was like that. Run. I mean, listen, I loved my dad, but he was definitely not a very easy person to get along with and live with. And, he had a lot of issues like that, and it's not easy to live with somebody like that. Meanwhile, my best friend's dad had really severe OCD. And I don't know, her family, I don't know, it seemed to not bother them. I guess because they were so conditioned. Well, I shouldn't say it didn't bother them. It did bother her. I think when she got older, And we were like in high school, and she started realizing that like everybody else lives their lives a little bit more free. I mean, because my dad was nowhere near as bad as her dad was. Her dad was really bad. I mean, her dad used to take her backpack every day she got home. He would take her backpack. He would wipe everything down with Lysol, like, you know, really fucking clean the shit out of everything. It's almost like, you know, she had no privacy. And then he would, you know, like she had to change out of her school clothes. She couldn't sit, like Shella just said, she couldn't sit on the bed, you know, with her school clothes on. That shit's fucking insane. My brother tries being like that, but with my sister-in-law being sick, he's fighting a losing battle. You know, sweet Melissa, that might be because she's sick. Because I remember, like, my mom, when my mom was sick, I was very, like, I would get a little neurotic about, like, you know, don't go out, don't go near anybody that's sick, wash your hands, like, you know, just because I didn't want her to get sicker. But it's very hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's just hard to live like that. I don't know how people, I feel like that's such like a stress. Like I used to try to think, like put myself in my dad's position and be like, dude, like that's gotta be so stressful, you know, to sit around and worry about all these little things all day, like cabinets being closed and, you know, crumbs being, you know, wiped off the counter immediately and fucking dishes put away. And like, I don't know, just like all these things, like a brush not being left on the kitchen. I mean, a brush being left on the bathroom counter, like anything. I could leave a fucking bobby pin on the bathroom counter and he would come in and he would fucking throw it in the garbage because it's not where it belongs. It's not where it belongs. And it's just like, oh, God, your life must be so stressful. When I broke fully free, I would force myself to leave dishes in my sink, force myself not to hoover every day, pick up a piece of fluff from the floor. You have to reprogram your entire being. Yeah, you kind of do, Sonia. See, I was never a neat person, and I actually asked one of my therapists about this. And I said it's almost like I'm disorganized. Like I feel safer in disorganization. I can't even explain it. And he told me that I might have a form of OCD. That's the opposite of being like, you know, basically organized and neat. And I'm like, shit, man, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe it's my OCD is just like, I don't know. Maybe it's like, I feel almost like it's a rebellious thing. Like I just don't want to, I cannot have everything perfect like that. It drives me crazy. If I ask for help at home, it will turn into an all-day project. We were required to change into play clothes. Hold on. I'm trying to read your comment, Remy. When we got home from school, homework was done right away, placed in a certain place to be checked. Then again, I was a latchkey kid. I do agree with no crumbs. No, I agree with no crumbs, but I'm just saying, like, you know, like, it's like, all right, make yourself toast and you get some crumbs on the counter. Eat your toast and clean the crumbs up after. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. My dad would be like, you know, like you couldn't even like eat your sandwich in peace. Like he would just be like, like right on top of you, like fucking, you know, it was like, holy shit. Like he wouldn't even give you a chance to do the right thing. He's already telling you, micromanaging you. That's what he's doing. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, and I agree. Listen, play clothes, like my mom made us change into play clothes when we were kids. My mom wasn't bad like that. My dad was. And my dad wasn't around a lot when I was a kid, thank God. Like, because I don't know, maybe he would have made me even more crazy than I am. But my dad was never home. Like, I don't even remember him from like, I don't know, age, like, I guess a baby, you don't remember anything. But like up until I was in probably around the 3rd grade. That's when I start remembering my dad because he worked 7 days a week and he went on business trips all the time. So he wasn't home a lot. So, you know, I remember him though after that. Everything had to be perfect all the time. But yeah, we had to put play clothes on. My mom didn't want us ruining our nice clothes and shit. But like, when I got older, I'm talking my best friend, like she was in high school. When she was in college, like she's a grown ass adult and her dad's making her change into different clothes. It's fucking weird. We're not talking like a 5-year-old kid. That's understandable. And I don't know. It's just fucking weird. My mom still gets pissed when she sees girls paying $100 for jeans with holes in them. How you feeling, Jen? You feeling good today? I hope so. Children of alcoholics share many traits. We belong to a unique club, Mika Mobster. Yeah, we definitely do. Hybrid Pisces. I that's for sure. It is. We all take different illnesses away from it, I guess. It fucks you up in different ways, and everybody's different. Some people become enablers, some people become codependents. It is the way it is. Like, I read about that shit when I got older, and I was like, wow, these dynamics exist in my household, and I didn't even know it this whole time. I just tried to educate myself, like, what's the effects of, being a kid of an alcoholic? And you could see that in my whole entire family, essentially, because my grandfather was a drinker too. And so, a lot of those things are passed down, and I see the traits in my aunts and uncles. I see them in myself, my brother, maybe they don't want the little mess to get bigger. I don't know what the fuck it is, honestly. I mean, I guess so, but it's like, how many fights were caused in my house over like a dish being like in the sink? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like fights, like huge fights would these little things would turn into these huge fights with my dad, and it's like, like it all could have been avoided over a fucking dish, for fuck's sakes. Are they clean murders? We stayed by my extreme OCD in-laws while we did renovations in our house. It's a miracle that I did not end up incarcerated. It's very hard to live with somebody like that. I mean, you don't know until you experience it. It's just rough. It's rough. I mean, he got a little bit better as we got older. Not really, but some ways. Thank you, MM Chat, for everyone's support. It means a lot. No problem, girl. Just hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling. The alcohol exacerbates the OCD symptoms too. I would imagine it does. I looked up to school. The uniforms are still basically the same. God, I couldn't imagine having to wear a uniform to school. Ugh. Blech. I have to admit, I was thinking, if those moms wanted their kids to get out of school clothes before sitting on the bed, only because it was those moms who thought lice would never get into my child's hair. My child. Ugh. I don't drink really at all. Some go the other way, and there are a million other pathologies in between. Amen, hybrid Pisces. I don't drink at all either. I mean, I probably easily could have become an alcoholic, but I didn't. I just kind of stayed away from it. And I mean, I drank shit, but I don't know. Like, I don't have really alcohol in my house. I don't drink at home. I don't know. I don't know how you do that every night and function, through the day. It's hard. I had to wear a uniform to school, but we found ways to look cool. Like rolling the top of the skirt up, baby blues. Tell me you did it. Tell me you did it. Roll it up to make it short. Well, I haven't been quite yet, and I have a few bodies. Laura, don't be saying that. People are going to be like making lives now. Laura has bodies buried, and she'll have fucking the FBI at her fucking door tomorrow. Happened, so I went overboard. I put a sitting blanket on the bed when they got home. But you talking about this is opening my eyes, girlfriend. Listen, Samantha B, I'm not trying to shame anybody for being like, neat and cleanly and having a routine that they do or rules in their houses. Like, that's fine. It's just when it's like, when it starts to become, micromanagement, right? That's when it's a problem. There's nothing wrong with having rules, like, at all. But, when somebody's like constantly breathing down your neck to try to make you, do things the way you want them to be done, it's rough. I recognize, like, I can't be with somebody like that. I just can't have that in my life again. It's hard to have that. It's just like you feel very tense all the time when somebody's like breathing down your neck constantly. But, having rules, that's fine. Like, people have rules. Don't feel guilty for having rules in your home. That's totally understandable. I agree, Remy. My son's old school used to require uniforms. It's probably a lot easier to get dressed when you have a uniform. That's the one thing I will say. But like, I just can't imagine. Yeah, Debbie Lou, who I do think that you're right. That's probably why, to him, it was like probably this familiar thing that maybe he saw in her, I do think he likes to be controlled. I think a lot of his exes were controlling women too. Oh, I gotta show you guys. You're gonna laugh. It was my son's idea. Hold on. I'm gonna bring this outside actually. So I can smoke a cigarette and I'll show you guys. Oops. I'll show you guys what I'm doing today. Hold on. See, that shit never would have flown. My dad would have bugged out. That was the other thing. If you like dropped something, like the saying, don't cry over spilled milk. All right. My dad would be like, oh, he used to like bug out, over like a little accident. Oh my God. Clean it up. Ah. He used to get like fucking crazy. It's like, dude, we're going to live. All right. We're going to live. He wasn't as bad as some people, I have to say. I've seen worse, but he was pretty fucking annoying. Rules that are flexible, right? Rules that you're not going to like choke your fucking kid out because they, there was a time my dad would like slam his hand on the table, like come after you because you like didn't do what he wanted. Fucking shit. I'm definitely not like him. I guess I could be in some ways. I definitely got my fucking smart ass attitude from him. There's no question there. Hold on, I'll be right back. I just gotta grab my cigarette. I'll be good. All right. So check this shit out. My son actually came up with this, not me. But so he comes in yesterday and I see him grabbing a paper bowl, right, from the fucking don't mind me here. He's grabbing a paper bowl from the cabinet and I'm like, he's cutting the rim off. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Because he's crazy, this kid. I can't keep up with him. So he tells me he's building a Stanley Cup. So I was like, that's a good idea, right? Because he loves hockey. So I'm building him a Stanley Cup. So we got the little bowls. I don't know if you guys know what the Stanley Cup looks like, but it's like a big trophy, right? I bought a bowl from Walmart. So we got like the top portion there, the top. So today I went and I'm going to glue these all together and then I'm going to spray paint them silver. Today I got this for the middle part, but I think it's too small. Fuck. Oh wait, you know what? Let me flip it over. Hold on. I think it's too small. So I might have to go get another like bigger pal because this should be bigger than the last bowl, really. And he's such a fucking perfectionist, my son. I think he got it from my dad. I'm not kidding. Because yesterday I had it like this, right? With the bowl on the top, right? Looks like the Stanley Cup. My son comes over with a little thing like this and he goes like this. It's supposed to be like that, Mom. And I'm like, really? And I look at a picture and I'm like, oh shit, he's right. He's fucking right. He's right. So yeah, we're gonna build a little mini Stanley Cup thing. I just gotta go get a bigger thing. I'm gonna see if they have like, I bought a little mini garbage pail and that's too small, so I just need one thing a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna glue it together and I'm gonna spray paint it so he has his own little Stanley Cup trophy. He's like obsessed with the Stanley Cup. He needs to have one. So I'm sure I could buy one, but yeah, he'll be happy. He'll be happy. It does, right? It looks like the Stanley Cup. We're getting there. I just need like one bigger middle part here. This part needs to be a little bit bigger, and then I think we're good to go. And I'll put it in his room. He'll be so excited about it. So that's what I'm doing today, guys. Building the Stanley Cup. Oh shit. It does look like it, for sure. But it was so funny, like he knew that it needed this little piece up here. I was like, damn, I'm like, you're pretty smart, man, I gotta say. Pretty good idea that he thought about this though, right? All right, I'm turning the camera off. So that's what I'm doing. Dude, you should totally have a DIY channel. You'd make a killing. I want to, you know, it's just so hard. I look at some of these DIY channels and I'm like, how do these people come up with these fucking projects like that, like all the time? Like, I don't know if I could think weekly, right, of a project to do every week. That would be really fucking hard to do. So cute, Green Mom up here to Toronto to the hockey hall. You should bring him up here. Wow, I just like was reading two different comments together. Sorry about that. Oh, girl, we would love to come up to Toronto. Trust me, that's on the bucket list. It is. I mean, we're definitely gonna make our way up to Canada at some point. He wants to go so bad to Canada. Oh shit, look at this. Wait a second. I might not have to go anywhere. That would be great. Can I use this? Hold on. I just found a flower pot thing. Oh no, that's not gonna work. It has the like weird thing. Forget it. I'll have to look. I'm gonna have to go to like the Dollar Tree or some shit, find something. You could totally do gardening. I do. I actually have I filmed a DIY for my front door video, doing my front door. So I painted it to make it look like wood. I think I showed you guys the finished product. So I have that. I just have to edit it all. And then trying to think what else. What else? Oh shit, that bucket might be good. I'd have to empty that shit out, but so yeah, I do actually have some DIY. Oh, I have another project. I'll show you guys. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek, so to speak. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Beware of strangers bearing gifts. I like that. I like that, man. So I am going to make, hold on. I gotta bring this out. Hold on. Oh, Snoop. For fuck's sake. My house is a constant work in progress. Constant. I'm always building something or doing something. So, I'll show you guys this. I went to IKEA the other day. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. I think it's this one. All right. So I went to IKEA the other day. I have a new makeup table that I have downstairs. Move, Snoop. And so I'm taking, hold on. Start the camera again. So I bought this big mirror right here. And I'm going to make another makeup mirror with lights. So they sell these little LED. They're made for like the cabinets or whatever. So I'm going to make an LED mirror. But like, do I really need to make a video? It's kind of like, attach these to this. Mirror done, right? It's a lot cheaper than buying one though. So this is gonna, and then I'm gonna attach this to my makeup table. So I have like a nice big mirror on it. So that's another project. I had a lot of projects. And then I got another project that I'm turning my office into my basically almost like a walk-in closet because I really need the room for my clothing. So I ordered. They really go on like the YouTubers, like the beauty gurus, and they all have like the IKEA closet. So I went and I bought one of those. You want to see Snoopy? Come here, Snoop. He's drinking his water. Come on, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Come outside, Snoop. After you drink 10 gallons of water. Come on. Hold on, Laura. He's drinking. I actually filled out an application to get another puppy, and I haven't heard back. I really want another Doberman. Come on, Snoop, because he doesn't annoy me enough. I need two. Yeah, he's thirsty. I don't know if my husband might have gave him his medication today. I doubt it, but he might have. Because usually that's when he's really super thirsty. He takes what do you call it? Come on, old man. Come on, old man. Hold on. Come here, Snoop. Come here. Come here. Oh, okay. Go that way. Come here. Did you see his boob? Come here, Snoop. Come here. Really? Really? You're walking away from me? Okay. He doesn't want to be on camera. He's camera shy. Oh, sorry. He's peeing. Maybe he'll come after he pees. Come on, Snoopy. My sunflowers are dead. Come here. Come here. Come on, old man. Here he is. Here's a big boy. See, he's got that tumor, fatty tumor. Oh, I know, buddy. I know. You're an old man. You're an old man. He's an old man. He's a good boy, right? He's just a little bit of a pain in the butt. That's all. He's a little Dober butt. He's a little Dober butt. Look at his tail. Look. Snoop. Every time I talk to him like that. Can you guys see his little Dober butt? I can't see. Oh my God. Why is my computer like black? I can't even. Ah! What happened? How did that come up? There's his little Dober butt. Snoop. Watch his tail. Snoop. Hey, Snoop. What are you doing? Hello. Hello, Snoop. Usually if you talk to him like that, he always puts his ass everywhere. It's like, yeah, I don't want to touch your ass. Thanks. Thanks for putting your ass in my face. All right, I can't see right now. There we go. Here's Snoop. We got a Snorky. Is that a Yorkie and what else? A Snorky. My fur baby had a tumor removed last month. Yeah, that thing's so big. We can't do anything about it. So it grew super, super fast. Super fast. Make the top bowl stainless steel so we could pour things in it. I should, right? He's going to be so excited, though, about this. Well, he is. All weekend. Mom, we going to do it? We going to do it? I'm like, yeah, Jesse, we'll get to it. Right on the top of my priority list. Making a Stanley Cup. I don't have a million other things I could be doing, but can I use this bucket? Oh, shit, I can. No, that has too big of a rim. I need to go find those like garbage pails that they use for the bathroom. That's like the perfect size for this thing. Do a closet makeover video. I watch him sometimes for motivation. Mommy Mars, I don't think it's painful for him. He seems to be, he seems unbothered by it. It's not cancerous. That's what his vet says. So, and I trust his vet. He doesn't it doesn't bother him at all. So it's just a fatty tumor. I don't know why, it's just like huge. I don't know how it doesn't bother him, but he has all sorts of bull things around his joints and stuff because whatever the hell he had years ago, he still has it, I guess. Maybe I should go to Home Depot and get a Homer bucket. I don't know. That's kind of too big. I don't know what to do. My fur baby is a Jack Russell. Oh, I want one of those so bad, Pixie Dust. I love Jack Russells. My husband's like, no, because he knew somebody who had one and the thing was annoying. And I'm like, okay, so that was their dog. I know they bark a lot. you know, but they're so cute. They're so cute. Didn't the guy on Frasier? My new puppy is 1.7 pounds. Oh my God, I love puppies. Sebaceous cyst. I got one of those on my back. It's nasty. I have to get it removed. Jack Russells are mean as fuck. Are they? I love them though. They're so cute. Oh, now he's pooping. Man, this dog poops a lot. Anyway. So, it's hot. I would be afraid to pick it up. I have lymphomas. Are they the same? Oh, you mean are they lipomas? Lipomas or whatever? I think, kind of, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. I just have this thing. It's right under where like my bra strap goes. It's like this. Ugh. It just like appeared one day. I don't know. Hey, Jean. Hello. If you could, I'd contribute. Yeah. Once I finish this whole closet thing, I'll show you. I'm waiting for the delivery. I got half of it yesterday, and the other half should be here like next week sometime. So hopefully. And then my closet in my room, I have to finish too. It takes forever. And I got my son a new dresser, so I have to build that because he kind of outgrew his little dresser from, when he was a baby. So, well, actually, no, he doesn't have the baby dresser. I forgot. We got rid of that one. Well, he outgrew this dresser too. His clothes are getting so much bigger, so they don't fit the way they used to. I miss the little baby clothes. The little baby. I bought that IKEA, what is it, Nordly? Because it had nice deep drawers. I like a nice deep drawer. Deep. I hate like a lot of the dressers you see, the drawers are so shallow. I was in Ashley. We have the Ashley Home Store here. They have really nice stuff, but a lot of it is so fucking expensive. I was looking at the bedroom pieces because that's originally I was just gonna buy a dresser for my office, like so I had just like a little extra storage for my clothing. Believe it or not, it cost me less to buy an entire fucking closet system from IKEA than it would have cost me to buy a dresser from fucking like a furniture store. So, and I've seen videos, I've watched videos, these closets, it's the pack system it's called. And here, I'll show you guys actually, because I designed it on here. I'll show you guys exactly what I got. Where's my phone? I took a screenshot of it. Hold on. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm doing. But I was in like Ashley Furniture. I went in Raymour and Flanagan's, and I'm looking at the bedroom sets. And to buy just the dresser from the bedroom set, they're like a fucking $1,000, these things. And it actually cost me less money to make a fucking thing from IKEA, a whole closet system with like shit, I don't know, 10 drawers, some shit like that. So I was like, I might as well do this. Like my office is small. So here, this is exactly what I'm doing. I'll show you guys. Where's my StreamYard? Oh, wait, hold on. No, yeah. All right. I'm good. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather I could have got a dresser, I'm sure, from like some used furniture site, but I'm a little bit of a freak when it comes to matching. And I couldn't find, I was having trouble finding anything that matches my dresser. So this is what I did here. So hold on a second. Let me zoom this in for you guys. Actually, is that the final one? I think I got 2 of these. No, this is it. That's what I ended up designing. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Where's my thing? Let me zoom in a little here. So yeah, it's just basically, this is exactly what I designed. I actually like I went to IKEA because I wanted to like it's so hard to visualize because this like okay, look at how they show it. Oh yeah, four fucking articles of clothing. That's realistic, right? Me hang up 2 dresses and 2 men's shirts. Like they really need to show these things a little more realistic. But either way, I wanted to see like the sizes because the frames come in like standard sizes, right? There's a 40 what is it, 39-inch wide one, then a 29-inch, and then there's a 19-inch. And I have the 19-inch one in my room, like the frame, and I made that a shoe closet. I just like put it in the corner of my room, and all my shoes, not all of them, some of them are in there. The rest of my shoes are all over the place. I have so many shoes I can't even fit them all. So so anyway, the good thing about this is like if I ever wanted to change it up, I can. Like let's just say, this doesn't work out. I could take these drawers out and put shoe shelves there or some shit, But this is their closet system, so they have different sizes. So I went there and I was looking just to see like how big is this, how much, like does it look roomy enough? Because it's kind of hard to tell from this little designing thing here. But yeah, it worked out. Maybe condense your wardrobe. Hell no, Remy. I'm fucking doing that. So, yeah, I don't know why I need so much clothes, but I do. So, I mean, I don't have anywhere to store my winter clothes. So I was hoping I could probably do that, in here, put my winter clothes, like all my jackets and my sweaters, and hang them up in here, and then, swap them out when it's time to. I mean, I don't know here. I'm just trying to get organized instead of having a million laundry baskets filled with clothing. Just can't help it. Walmart stuff is garbage. It will last 2 years max and then falls apart. Why? What are you talking about from Walmart? What are we getting from Walmart? The closet organizer. Walmart furniture is that fake pressed wood. Well, I mean, essentially that's what most furniture, even in the fucking furniture stores, it's the same shit. I hate dressers, but I love these cubes. Yeah, me too, Debbie Lou Who. I wish I could hang every article of clothing up. I hate drawers, but I figured I could put any overflow in there, like my bathing suits or some shit. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So hopefully it'll work out. That'll be my new little closet area. I was going to buy like just a wardrobe, but I was like, you can't really fit that much, I'm leaving it open too. I'm not putting doors or anything on it. Like you're talking like another fucking $300, $400 to put doors on this thing. And no thanks. So I said, I'll just leave it open. I don't mind. It's an extra room. My son was like, Mommy, he used to have, that was his nursery, and then I moved him upstairs. He has a huge bedroom, this kid. He has the biggest room in the house. His bedroom's bigger than our room. And I think it is. It's probably, I don't know. It might be, no, I think it actually is bigger than our bedroom. Either way, he's like, Mommy, I want to put my bed back in that room and then make just the upstairs my playroom. I was like, yeah, okay. I'm like, dude, you have the biggest room in the house. He doesn't like sleeping up. Like, I don't know. He doesn't like his bed up there for some reason. He wants it down here again. I'm like, no. No. Not happening. Sorry. I go to auctions and find real wood furniture. Yeah. They don't make, everything's made like shit nowadays, Like I'm looking at these dressers in like these furniture stores and I'm like, they're not even fucking like nice quality. So I'm not going to pay $1,000 for, like a shitty dresser, right? That's not going to store that much because the drawers aren't that deep. I was looking for like one of those tall dressers. Everyone I looked at was so goddamn expensive. And I was like, all right, I can go to like Walmart and get a cheesy one, but that's going to not like stay, nice for long. So I'd rather spend a little bit money and get something, nice. I mean, their closet systems seem nice, so far. I have one up in my room and, well, part of one, so I was like, let me just do this. I'll have more room, more storage. I have a closet in that room, but I have all like other shit in there, like crafts and yada, yada, yada. Plus half that closet got taken up by the air conditioning vent. So, I have to, my husband told me to do this. Hey, Lisa, my husband told me to do this when we were first doing my office. He's like, I'll knock the wall down and make it a huge walk-in closet. And I was like, no. And now I'm like, yeah. So it's kind of going to be like half a closet and then half my office, my desk and everything. I need it. I have to do it. It's a must. So I'll show you guys when it's done. I have to take my fish tank out of my office, so I'm so sad. I mean, I could either take my fish tank out or my shelves, but I kind of need the shelves. So fish tank's got to go. We got to move the fish tank. My hutch and sideboard are made from cherry wood. Make his dresser from walnut. Yeah. Every dresser in my house is a $50 dresser that I've redone, and they have been redone 3 times. You can sand them 100 more times, and they will still be pristine. Yeah. Looking back, I should have taken, my mom had a nice like wood dresser. It was tall. It probably would have been perfect for that room, but I was in such like a fucking, like I could have painted it and made it look nice with some chalk paint or some shit, but I was in like such like a fucking cloud while I was cleaning her house out that like I just was not thinking clearly. Looking back, there's things in her house I wish I would have kept. She had this really nice like china cabinet. I wouldn't have wanted the top part, like the hutch part, but the bottom part I could have painted it, made it look nice, but I was just like in such like a fucking I just wanted to get it done, like, so sucks, but I can't change it now. It is what it is. What if you ever want to move? You need another baby? No more babies, sweet Melissa. We're good on babies here. No more babies. We've had our baby days are over. They're behind us. I cannot even imagine having a baby again. No, thank you. I really can't. I just like going back to like bottles and diapers. Oh God. Hell no. Hell no. I can't even imagine having to change diapers again. Good God. Good God. Where did you get your neem necklace from? Which one, Jen? I order most of my nameplates. The one that's on my thumbnail, I made that one. And I'm going to make another one out of sterling silver. In fact, I just bought, what do you call it today? What the fuck do you call this stupid thing? Like a Dremel kind of thing. A rotary tool for polishing and shit and grinding. So I'll be making it hopefully soon out of sterling silver. But that one was just cut out of I cut that out of some like, I don't know, cheap metal that I got from like Hobby Lobby or some shit. I don't even remember. But you made it. Yeah, I made it. I had a saw. I have a jewelry saw. And so I cut it with the jewelry saw. You take like a template, you print it out, you put a little, what do you call it? Glue, like the glue stick, slap it on the metal. You saw it off, saw it to pieces. It's pretty easy. I mean, it's a little tedious, but you could do it. Anybody could do it. Just a little practice. That's why you want to practice with like cheaper metals. So I just want something a little more sturdy. That one was kind of, not such a great quality metal. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, I got a lot of hobbies. So I bought not a flex shaft. That's what they use at the jewelry place. If you ever see like the jewelry repair, they have like that thing, that wire thing that hangs over them. That's the flex shaft. That's a rotary tool. They use it to like grind things and whatever. So sorry, I'm just throwing my blanket in the wash. Hopefully it washes. I can't even believe this. The first time in my life. Oh shit, look at that. There's a bedding setting on here. Hold on a second. This is like the first time in my life I could actually fit one of our fucking comforters in my washing machine. This is nice. Holy shit. And I have room. I could throw the sheets in there too. Our old washer, I couldn't even fucking fit shit in there. Oh my God, it was so small. Do you miss car seats? No, I have a car seat. Jesse still sits in like a kind of car seat, not like a baby one, but like a booster seat, but it has a back on it. I keep asking him, do you want me to remove the back? And he's like, no, he likes it. He likes it. He goes, he likes the little side things, you know, the headrest. He's like, yeah, so when I sleep, I'm like, when do you sleep in the car? You haven't slept in the car in like, I don't even know how long. Years it's been, at least. Emma and Laura could do DIY together. I'm a DIYer for sure. For sure. I gotta put this thing. I also ordered a heat press. I'm making something for you guys. I'll show you. Not today. I'll show you another day. I know I couldn't even handle a new dog. The kids. Yeah, it's too much having a baby. Jesse's 7. If I was gonna have a baby, to be honest, I should have had him like back in, I don't know, years ago. Like Jesse's 7 now. It's not even like he would be able to play with, you know, the baby. He's so big now. So it's kind of too late to have another kid. It's just, that's the way life worked out for me. What up, Ben? Well, don't let your old appliances go. Never know. Well, where am I supposed to keep them? What do you mean? Old appliances. We had to get rid of it. I didn't have room to keep 2 washing machines. I was 3 after raising many dogs. Now they're roomy. Get cats. Yeah, dude. It's like see, that's I'll get another puppy, but I ain't got babies. I'm good. I mean, I feel bad for Jesse that he's an only child sometimes, but you know, I guess it has its benefits and whatever, because you know, it's like, hey, dude, Christmas comes, you know, you probably wouldn't get as many presents at Christmas if you had a sibling. He gets all the presents. So, you know, got some benefits, right? I had my second one. My first was 7.5. See, yeah, I know people have had their kids have such a span, but I'm going to be 40. Like, I'm not I can't do baby again. I can't. I'm traumatized when my son was a baby. He was so colicky and it was rough. It was rough. And he's still a friggin' handful at 7 years old. Still. Like, I don't know. Like, people that have like 6 kids, like my grandmother, I'm like, how the fuck did you not go crazy? Like, seriously, how did you not lose your mind? Like, you must have had really like quiet, well-behaved babies. I don't even want to say well-behaved because it's not like babies can behave really. They're not very conscious, you know. But Jesse was a crier. He was colicky. He was fussy as all hell. And it was rough, man, when he was a baby. So I'm not looking to doing that again. My mother was 40 when she had me. Wow. And then I think like, shit, my parents, I know this is kind of fucked up to think, but I mean, it's just true. My parents died in their 60s, right? So say I had a baby now, right? When he's 20, I'm, you know, God forbid something happens to me in my 60s. You know, it's just, I don't want to have to do that to a kid. My last baby was a surprise. He came 6 years after the middle one. I have 8, 14, 16. My first cried for a year solid. Holy shit, Michelle. I would lose my mind. Remy, dishwashers aren't all they're cracked up to be. So I still hand wash my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. So it's kind of pointless. You can't just like throw dirty dishes in the dishwasher. It doesn't work like that. You have to like rinse them and clean them still. So, they're almost pointless. Their dishwasher basically just sanitizes them for the most part. I honestly rather fucking hand wash my dishes. They come out better. Like my pots, I don't put my pots in the dishwasher. I hand wash my pots and pans. I use my dishwasher for like cups, plates, and spoons and shit. But they're not, I don't know. I can understand what you're saying, but it's actually more work because then you have to load it up and then you have to empty it. So you're kind of adding in an extra step when you could just fucking hand wash your dish and put it, boom, right back in there. Because when you put it with food on it, like it doesn't always come off, or sometimes you'll find like little food particles stuck to things. So we get it the day of dishwasher, countertop. Don't have to ready to renovate the kitchen right now. Yeah, get some paper plates, girl. Then you don't have to wash as many dishes. Paper plates and paper cups, man, they're lifesavers. Plastic cups, whatever. I don't even think they make paper cups, do they? I guess they do. I have to have. I can't. They need to make a dishwasher with a built-in garbage disposal. Yeah, really. Seriously, dishwashers haven't like changed much since they were fucking invented, pretty much. Like they're not that great. I hate paper, but I love paper. I love paper dish plates. I don't know. I really do. I couldn't live without them. Imagine having to like wash cups every time somebody in this house takes a fucking drink. Oh God, please. Please. Back to sleepless nights, just like having a newborn. No, I could never. Oh God. I like almost lost my mind when Jesse was a newborn because I didn't sleep for so long. I couldn't sleep. It was so weird. And then everybody would be like, sleep when the baby sleeps. And I'm like, no, because like, when am I supposed to get things done and breathe and have a minute to myself? I can't force myself to sleep. You just reminded me that I needed dishwasher detergent. Well, thank Remy, because she's the one who said it. Good day, paper plates, Dixie all the way. I hear ya. I always told my dad there's not a little man inside the dishwasher cleaning your plate with cheese stuck to it. I know, my husband does that all the time. That's the one thing my dad, like if we put the dish in the dishwasher after dinner, I always like rinsed my plate off before I put it in the sink. And my husband, he always like throws like something in the sink with like food still on it. And I'm like, oh, it drives me crazy. I'm like, you have to empty your plate off into the garbage before you put it in the sink. It's like the little man that's inside the fridge that turns the light on for you when you open it, right? Oh, shit. Anyway, what time is it? I got to get on with my day. My Stanley Cup project is waiting for me. Yeah. So with that, I think I'm going to end this and get dressed and go run to the store. It is hot as hell. It is hot as hell today. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. My dog chasing a bee. Aw. Hopefully you don't get stung. She don't get stung. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to end this and get on with the rest of my day. I hope you guys all have a good day. Lovely Monday. Lovely Monday. And I'll see you guys, I'm sure, sometime this week. I'm sure I'll be back sometime this week. So you all have a nice day now, you hear? I'll see you later. Bye-bye.